Hello, and welcome to this demo utilizing the PeopleSoft test framework. My name is Valentin Todoro, and today I will do a quick demo showing you the recording and playback ability of PTF within the e-procurement module. So we'll create a special requisition and extract the requisition ID once it's been generated, and I will play the test back for you. So the first thing we'll do once we've authenticated and logged into PeopleSoft test framework is we will right click over my folder. Again, this is a folder that's specific to the user, VP1. So I'll go ahead and right click, and then I will select create test. Okay. This is of course a blank test. It's going to have one line. It's a required line, which is the browser initializing. To do anything in the PIA, of course, you have to start a browser to do that. So the first thing we'll do is we'll give it a test name. Right now, it's grayed out in the name field. So what you would like to do is either click on the save button right here or go to test save. We'll use new test. I'll just do underscore demo underscore one. Okay, and I'll click OK. Once you've done that, the name will then appear within the name field and the test has been saved. Okay. Now, of course, we would like to use the wizard to help us during the recording. So what we'll do is we'll initialize it. You want to go up here to the red record button. When you hover over it, it's going to say show test recorder. So we'll go ahead and click that. It's going to hover this window. And if you do have sessions open in Internet Explorer already, this button will be activated and you'll have the ability to drag and hook to those existing sessions, but we of course don't have one. So what we'll do is we'll click on the house button on our record window. You immediately see at the bottom we'll have Internet Explorer flashing. It's going to start minimized. What you want to do is just go ahead and maximize it to your viewing likes. So at this point, we're still not recording. It's ready to record, but we have not actually initialized the recording. And that's what this large red button is all about. So we'll go ahead and click that. As soon as you see the green at the bottom, it is capturing and you are good to record. And I'll begin recording by retyping in the user, the password for this environment. I'll click sign in. I'll go through the new fluid navigation over here on the side. We'll go to navigator. Let's go to e-procurement, and let's go to requisition. Okay. Of course, this is a special requisition, so I'll click on special request, and I'll populate these fields. So let's type in description, give it some random price, units of measure. So I'm just doing the required fields, quantity, and category. Okay. And as I tab out of each field, you'll notice on the recorder window, the last step that I performed is written on here. Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll add this to the cart. You'll see our cart now has one line in it, and we'll go and click on the checkout button in yellow. We don't have to do anything on this page. Everything's already pre-populated, so we'll just go ahead and click on the save and submit button down here at the bottom. Okay. And of course, this will generate a unique ID off a sequence, and we would like to grab that off the page because maybe we want to go and approve it or budget check or source it to a PO from this requisition ID if we do choose to link tests together. And to extract the ID off the page, we can use our little drop down right here. We can select get property. Okay. It's going to activate the targeting tool. You want to left click on that, hold down, and then hover over the ID that you would like to extract, which is requisition ID. And once you let go off the left click, it will give you a pop-up. There it is. Oops. Try that one more time. I think I hovered over the price instead of the quantity, so let me go ahead and hover over requisition ID. I'll let go. Come on. There it is. Okay. And then, of course, this is the value that we do like to extract. So we'll go ahead and give it a ampersand and then rec ID. Ampersand, of course, being the reserved character for a variable within PeopleSoft, and we'll click apply. Okay? So we're at this point done with our recording. The last thing we of course have to do is click on the dark blue stop button right here, which will of course populate our PTF script for us. Okay? And at that time, we no longer need the browser. We can go ahead and close that. We no longer need our recorder window that's floating. We can close that with this red X. And now we're back to our script, okay, which has, of course, all the relevant lines. And within the script, there's many things you can do. You can add logic to it, conditionals. You can extract all these values into variables. You can activate and deactivate steps, just like I'm doing right now. Okay. For example, I'm going to activate the login sequence and change browser to browser start. There's many ways you can actually initiate a browser and the login process. I'm going to use a legacy method of browser start and physically typing in the user and password, navigating, and then completing all these steps. So I'll go ahead and I'll save this test. Again, just clicking on the save button. And once the test is saved, it's going to return key IDs from the database. And then the submit is successful. And now we can actually go ahead and run our test. Okay, you can press F5 or you can click on this green run button. Okay. And as soon as we do that, you'll notice that it's going to start another tab, which is the log. That will initiate the browser and then it begins the playback sequence. Okay, so it's going to run through exactly as we recorded. It's going to go through procurement, clicks on the appropriate hyperlinks, populates the fields that were required, goes to checkout, goes to save and submit, and then of course it will extract the requisition ID, which is now 2001, and it will give us the log. Okay. In this situation, looks like I did have a little problem, which is good because I can show you how to debug this test. The test actually ended as a fail. Okay. So during my recording, when I was trying to grab the requisition ID, I was having issues targeting it. I think my browser size might be too small. So what we can do during the log, you see, to debug this, start at the top, find your first red flag, which is right here. Double click on that, which will take you to that line. Okay. Which is where I was trying to do the get property command. But really what I was trying to get is the requisition ID. So what we can go ahead and do is just delete these lines. They're just replicates. My end goal was right here down at the bottom, which we were able to complete. So go ahead and select the lines themselves, like here, using the sequence. We can press delete, clean it out, and now we have a nice test. You can go ahead and save it, play it back, and let's see if it works this second. Okay, and then it's going to log us in. It will complete navigation. And PTF is really good with the new fluid interface and the responsive form factors as well. Checks out, submits, extracts ID, and our test should be complete at this point. There it is. Everything worked okay. We did not get any errors. This was the last test. This is our new test right here. You'll see everything worked. It's a very verbose log that tells exactly what happened during that test. And at the end, it was able to extract the requisition ID. And of course, now it's at 202. Okay. Of course, you can use this ID in subsequent tests when you're linking them together to complete your end-to-end business process. Okay, so that was a quick demo of creating a special requisition using the PeopleSoft test framework. Thank you very much.